7 weather with meteorologist Erika Delgado.
All right, South Florida, you'll need those jackets if you're just stepping outside. A lot of 50s across our mainland areas. 58 in Fort Lauderdale and Pompano Beach. 59 now in Miami. 57 in Kendall. 61 in Pembroke Pines, one of the only spots in Broward sitting in the 60s, mid to low 60s across the Keys. Key West, you're at 67. We still have that brisk north breeze. It's anywhere between 10 to 20 miles per hour. We are expecting breezy conditions later today with a few clouds. You can see them mid and upper level clouds moving from west to east across South Florida. Of course, none of these are producing any rainfall, but it will provide for filtered sunshine, which means temperatures will only be warming into the mid to low 70s. That will leave us below average. The very dry air is still to the north of us. It's just enough moisture over South Florida to see those clouds push through. Otherwise, behind the front, we are cooler today. Pleasant temperatures this afternoon. We remain breezy. Watch what happens into the weekend. It will be a coolish start to the day on Saturday, but then the wind begins to veer off the water and the return of that ocean air brings back milder temperatures in the afternoon. Will be about a degree or two warmer than today, but the cloud cover tomorrow will also limit warming. Then heading into the latter part of the weekend on Sunday, we could see a little more in the way of sunshine. Winds begin to veer a little more out of the east-southeast, and then we'll watch this disturbance developing in the Gulf of Mexico. This one looks to be our next rainmaker into early next week. Small craft advisory in place for all South Florida waters. Risk of rip currents elevated and will remain high through the upcoming weekend. Now that we'll have that wind out of the northeast. Seas along the Gulf Stream could occasionally reach as high as 9 feet. Biscayne Bay choppy. And then heading into the Florida Keys, coastal waters will be very rough today. Small craft advisory is also in place. Winds offshore up to 25 knots, and that could cause seas to build beyond the reef anywhere between 6 to 11 feet. We just had our low tide in Key West. Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Eureka low tides coming up in the next hour at 8:05 and then at 8:14. So for today, times of sunshine, but we're going to keep those cool clouds around. We're comfortable into the afternoon, mid to low 70s. Now, if the sun's hiding behind the clouds and that breeze outside, it may actually feel a little cool for you, so you may need that jacket from time to time this afternoon. Breezy today, breezy tonight once again. Instead of mid to low 60s, we will mostly be in the mid to upper 60s, but it will still feel cool for some on Saturday. A little more sunshine Sunday. Rain returns right now for Monday, and then the rest of next week looking like nice conditions return. That's your 7 on 10 forecast.
Meteorologist Erika Delgado in the Plex with the first look for us. Hey, Erika, good morning.
That's right, Tavares. A front came through yesterday and the cool air lagged behind, but last night it finally reached South Florida and we saw widespread 50s across Miami-Dade and Broward County this morning. We're starting to see more of those 60s now, but Weston's still sitting at 55, 56 in Davie, 57 in Plantation, 60 now in Sunrise. We're in that 56-degree mark in Coral Springs, 59 in Lauderdale by the Sea, 58 right now in Hollywood. We're still in the upper 50s in Miami Shores and in North Miami. That goes for Coconut Grove and Coral Gables, all in 59 degrees. 58 in Doral, Hialeah. Miami, you're now back up to 60. 60 in Miami Beach. That goes for Sunny Isles as well. And down into southern Miami-Dade, upper 50s still from West Kendall to South Miami. Palmetto Bay now, you're at 59 degrees. 58 in the Redland. And even across the Florida Keys, temperatures dropped into the low 60s for Isla Mirada and Key Largo. We're now at 63 in Isla Mirada, 65 in Marathon, 67 in Key West. A brisk north wind between 10 to 20 miles per hour will keep temperatures cool. The cloud cover today will also limit the warming, so we're expected to only reach into the mid 70s. A closer look at your weekend, though, and what's to come, that's coming up in a few minutes.